We have a veteran of the Korean War, Andy Barber. And I met Andy last year. If you were watching the show last year, we had some great discussions on the HMCS Haida,
right,
about your time on the Haida. But
right,
now we can talk about more about yourself in the Korean War. Have you been to Ottawa to see the?
Yes, a few years ago, and at that time they had shrunk the Korea display. Yeah, and so we got on their case, and now they seem to have expanded it quite a bit. Excuse me. Yeah. So
what does it mean for you that, I don't know, the Korean War is known as the Forgotten War?
Well, at first it never bothered me or too many of our guys, except they kept repeating it. And as I said to you a few moments ago, if it walks like a duck and squawks like a duck, it's a duck. And people are calling it, as a matter of fact, Louis Saint Laurent called it a policing action. And that's what it was called throughout the world because, and I understand that, because we had just gone through 6 years of war, World War II. And people were sick to death of even the word war. And as soon as you said war at that time in the 1950s, here we go again was the attitude. It means that people are going to have to sacrifice again as far as, rationing and so on and so forth. But that was not the case at all. It was a different thing altogether. And so therefore, when they say it's a forgotten war, it started off that way and remained that way. But like I said, it's not very much forgotten for the 37,000 Americans that were killed or the 516 Canadians that were killed and for the 2,500 people that were wounded over there, including my brother-in-law, Toddy Murphy. So, it was a war.
You've dedicated your life now to educating. How valuable is that for you? You're going somewhere right from here to
That's right. I'm going down to the Dunblane school, special needs school. Excuse me, to talk to the children down there. It's very important. We've all said this year over year over year. Excuse me. We've all said this many times. Is that the history books? As a matter of fact, if you look at the Ontario curriculum, the Ontario history book, you'll be lucky to find one paragraph at the end of some chapter regarding the Korean War. So people know very little about it. And so we feel as veterans, we have the opportunity to go down and talk to children and to adults. I do speak to adults, college teachers.
Because they need to be educated too on it.
Oh yeah.
We only got a minute left. What does Remembrance Day mean for you, Andy?
Well, again, quite often I was asked that question many times, and to me, it's definitely to bring back, in my mind, the sacrifices that my father-in-law made in World War I. He's a decorated soldier, having captured 23 Germans, etc. My brother-in-law, Toddy Murphy, who was wounded at Chile. All of that comes to me. And of course to my Navy buddies who lost their life, the people on the Iroquois, who were killed during the Korean War. So yeah, to me, it's a moment to reflect. I do it 24 years,
24/7, all throughout the year. And you can see the HMCS Haida. It's moored at Pier 9 in Hamilton. You have to wait until the spring to visit inside, but when you do visit, Andy Barber will be there and educating. We appreciate your service, and we appreciate you being here this morning and continue what you do.
Tim, it's my pleasure, and thank you for inviting me to be on the show.
Amazing. We'll continue here at the Canadian Warplane Heritage Museum, getting you set for Lest We Forget tomorrow, starting at 10:30, that you can be here live for, or you can watch it on CHCH.